I won't speak on you and I hear no evil and I see no evil and I see those people. So don't speak on me, I won't speak on you.
It's crazy, your boy was on there talking about people in the book for the wrong thing, and all that. And that's what they say happened with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? People take the same parts of the Bible that say one thing and rule them, oppress another thing, different verses. Those people look at that same thing and take a whole nother interpretation out of it. And a lot of times, even in the Bible, it says that's what the truth does, it separates and divides. So whatever you intended the book for, to be roses and beds, you put some information in there that cause real niggas to view things a certain way. And damn how you feel about it. By the time the federalists get to sending out subpoenas, and they trying to track down criminals, they get to ask some questions. It's whatever, you know. I know niggas right now doing like I told him. I told him about a nigga that he been keeping alive for years with the hopes that that guy might hopefully, possibly one day sign an affidavit statement that would give him action at Vietnam. So, like you say, a boy changed man. He on a whole nother page. I don't even think Faison or JoJo Capone is looking for beef. How come every time somebody presents facts, it got to be beef if it puts another individual in a bad light? I'm just saying, if people come around asking anything about me, I ain't did nothing. I gave you nothing. I slid you nothing. You don't know how I got it. Oh, my mama. They talking about trying to put Lisa Ray name with Cuz name, but ain't nobody saying Lisa Ray said nothing. See, Lisa Ray ain't coming out trying to defend herself. Pay attention. Notice the difference. You ain't did nothing. You ain't said nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't saying nothing now. Oh, my mama. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just want to wake the bank up and have a number over that thing over.
Joe Short on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
He ain't here talking that shit. Might even play it to him.
My mom always says I am my soul. What does that mean? She says how well other people play that. I really like taking them. I guess that's true, but I can love her too.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Snake little nip hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, spotter low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that. Yeah, nigga was nip hustle. Giving a shout out right now to SPI in the streets. My niggas spotter low, you already know what it is. Snake. Oh yeah, and don't forget check my website out too. DixieHustle.com.
Talking my generation.
That's another Tennessee Titan. First and 10.
Bring back the man in you, not because you need to, but because you will want to. Improve your weight room and bed.
Darren's and Evans, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Miles Jack. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line. and 10 at the 14-yard line.
About it. Pretty sure he gonna have a movie about his name and all that. If you ain't familiar with Guy Fisher, tap in and see what's up with the Guy Fisher cat. That's one thing about the New York cats. They do got a lot of legendary money getting type moves. It's different. Where I was coming from, where I was raised on God, like it was a lot of the heroes or the you had your ballers, but in the culture, especially like with the street gang banging culture, you could really be that dude without being no balling ass Richie. Not saying that typically you could really, what we consider broke today, back then you could be broke and be the man. Niggas bought $20 tubes, $20 man. They get an $800 card, put another $800 in it, another $300-400 in some weed.
Rips, you should be face, man.
My $5 sack of weed. Mama Sign was cheap. Thunderbird was cheap. You know, it was other things that we used to focus on that made man having heart, being down, being solid. You had your ballers that came out in the 80s and all that too, but it's the new generation of New York that resembles our culture more so. Back in the day, there was a very big difference between LA street dude and a New York street dude. Just look at how many, just think about it.
At the 22-yard line.
How many around the world type niggas can relate to what a 50 Cent is? Even with it versus a Davies or who else you want to go out there? Based on the fact that Davies affiliated with something that's worldwide. That's what makes an individual that's saying he's a street rapper from New York or LA these days. Like, even with Q being a street rapper who never really came back, never jumped out there and said, I'm from over here, and we out here in LA. No, there's not no gangbangers. People still try to push the 111 on him. And as far as being that gangsterism type energy, you really can't, it's like, there's no such thing as a new Ice Cube. If you wearing khakis and beanies and locs and calling yourself gangster, you from LA from this day forward. The very next question is where you from and all that, and that has to be established. So they just show how the times have changed. That Guy Fisher, he's a New York legend from the past, and I just would imagine. You'll never hear niggas use his name in no lyrics and all that, but I wonder what he think about when he come home and see the gangbang. Real players, real street niggas from New York, they was the ones, from those generations would look over and appreciate the difference. Well, they didn't appreciate because everybody wasn't hating. They just know we different. I hate every time somebody say something about LA being a mecca gangbang, and New York finally following and stepped all these over. Y'all follow this and rap.
That's how my boy dance.
The thing about it is,
crazy.
Immediately when rap started, we was on it. We didn't wait 15, 20 years talking about, oh, that's corny, they rapping, that's boo-boo. What you doing that for? And then start doing it. Rap was something that started. We did it too, and we did it different. We did it slightly different. The irony of New York coming aboard the Crystal Blood scenario is that for so long, in general, as a culture, they were anti. That's why that comparison does not ride. Oh, we started hip hop and y'all doing it cool. We did it immediately, off top, whatever it was. It started over there.
Those are brothers. They from New York, they different, but they doing some cool shit that's fly, we with it too. The difference is when it came to what we was doing, y'all was holdouts. Y'all laughed at it, y'all hated on it. Tim Dog and the whole spirit of that, Compton and all that, that's what it was. Even with my friends used to clown me for our certain type of customs and ways. I know I rambled on another subject, but it still makes sense to niggas. All right, so
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
you never hate on me about, bro.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. A 3-yard
You know what I
pickup
love?
brings up second
All
and
my
7
New York niggas, I
at the
just
28-yard
recognize
line.
the evolution, the progression, and the way things change. It seems like people get mad if you just overstand what happened. I know how it is. I know what was once was. On my mama. My only thing, I'm not a fool enough to not realize that. Okay, influence things like expand. My thing is, this is the only thing I don't do.
For a Tennessee Titan.
I'm going to be
10 at the
the last
41-yard
name.
line.
And, like, shout out to the 2-3 EC. These my niggas, like, ain't no 2-3 EC in LA. These niggas are DCs, but they picked a street that's in
That's
a
the end
section.
of the first quarter.
Makes a lot of sense.
7-7.
I don't understand how you could be from another state and then claim a street that you never really been to, being on the spend on time from. Like, you don't realize niggas is claiming the street because it's the street that they be on, they hold down, they come from, they regulate. Everybody can't walk down it, but they do. So that street, they have an attachment to the actual street. So if you, when Crip don't have no region, it can expand. But once, that's why we, even out here, Crips in jail, all in the same last name on the streets, because, well, we less is on with that particular section. But that first name indicates where you from. I'm from such a Crip, such a blood. Where I'm from, like where my area is. So, cause it's like, y'all even know people that's out here.
I need you to step
Y'all know
up,
how
man.
to
What are you doing?
It's called, okay, next question is which one? Let me tell you, somebody say, oh, look, you know how that go, but I'm saying, when a nigga specify which one, and then let you know what area he's from. So if I get way out to Georgia, and you tell me you from 60 Crip, and let's go to my hood, I'm expecting to go on 50-something, 60-something, maybe 40-something. What street we on? We going to your hood.
Derrick Henry on the handoff.
Now you from Georgia, you from neighborhood, because that's the influence that got you on. You should, when you tell me you from neighborhood, you should be from whatever street, neighborhood, that's right there in your area. That's all I be asking myself and stuff. Not that it even matter. You dig a lie? We know it don't matter, but every now and then we talk about it. Because we on the Wake and Bake show. So I say just we on the Wake and Bake show. Isn't it ironic? They call it Kush. You call it Clyde.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Smoke eyes.
I messed up. It's alright. DJ Keyway still learning how to do this.
Damn right. Let's get high.
I want him in the backfield. I want him in the backfield.
Don't get mad at me. Tupac said you better learn about the dress code. B's and C's. All these other niggas copycats. D's and G's. I love Cali like I love women. Cause every nigga in LA got a little bit of thug in him. We might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this, we burn this bitch down, get us pissed. Yeah, Cassandra, we might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this, we burn this bitch down, get us pissed.
It comes from a garden, it started from a tree. Fuck a detox, I'm a OD. Smoking till I see doubles. Chronic coming out my pores beat. Plus it's more in store. And it feels like I ain't walking on the floor. Blood's burning slow. Got some more fire. Put it in the air, get your lighter.
See that, baby? Good shit. Gotta see that though. You standing right there in his face. You need to try that.
We gotta finish this half an ounce for the night over, nigga. Nothing else for me to really do but get high. Time's getting hard, so smoke just to get by. Fly to the studio, shit on my mind a lot. Niggas probably understand the time, but keep it in mind. Niggas got 5 on the dial, ain't having these quality time. Gotta hop up in the session before I hop up in the session for real. You're stressed about the bills, so I'm missing the meal. So I light it up, split the chill. Relax, no better days, but I feel like I'ma relax. On my weed token, say death to non-smoke. Say the smart roaches might have to mind focus. All I need is me and my bitch, not a gun of a clip. Mary Jane, she keeping your boy sane. Lungs feel incredible, floating like an astronaut. High as a wonder time, cruising like a leprechaun.
What's up?
Little buzz, I got 'em, I'ma gag, throw up and roll the shake at the bottom of the bag. THC, let 'em 3 letters, I'm a hyper, burn snow in a swish, it tastes better in a pipe. My uncle taught me to grow, Lord bless him kindly, cause I baptized them babies in an SM90. Only kill it though, I live life stress free. To a gorilla, ain't nothing like a fresh tree, full of leaves that help me catch bombs.
Oh my goodness, that didn't get me on. I'm trying to get on my God.
I don't beat around the bush and spit blunt raps and twist the whole zipper cush up in blunt raps. For the munchies need more than some cereal. Ironically, I roll Jordans on Imperial. They tell me quit, but that's a tough task. My ass in rehab talking about puff pass.
Fight.
Yeah, let me get that double cheeseburger. Fried egg on it. Some chili fried.
Ghetto.
Y'all make that motherfucker like Jesus in this motherfucker. That shit make what it do, cuz. Mr. Smoke Hillworth is in the building. I missed it every time. I look up, I see him on another TV show, another movie, but every time I try to tap in to ask me for the plug, he always act like he don't know how to go. Man, what it do, cuz? Turn a nigga on to some of that camera time. Oh, my mama. Much love, though. You caught us at the end.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way. How can I hold, man?
At all costs.
Oh, goodness.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, and show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
That's trash. I don't understand that shit.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Killen. I have my own medical practice, and I've been using Doodle now for a few weeks to create these really fun videos to share with patients, prospective patients on social media.
Hi, I'm Brad Callen, and in this video, I'm going to show you how anyone can quickly and easily create doodle videos, just like the one you're watching right now, using Doodly, our drag-and-drop doodle software that allows anyone, regardless of tech skills, to create highly engaging professional doodle videos.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Because doodle videos are fun and engaging, they can get you more clicks, likes, shares, and most importantly, sales than any other type of video. Which is why Doodly is now the video tool of choice for over 150,000 businesses all over the world, in virtually every industry and profession that you can imagine. Doodle videos are perfect for marketing, teaching, fundraising, personal use, and even inspiring others. After all, one of the keys to a successful video is to capture your audience's attention and
you gotta be kidding. It ain't no way.
Since you're still watching this video, you already know how great doodle videos are at doing just that. Not only are doodle videos incredibly captivating, but research shows that they massively boost learning and memory retention. As a result, viewers really absorb your message, making your videos that much more impactful. And even better, doodle videos can make complex or boring subjects fun and easy to understand. So let me quickly show you how simple and easy Doodly makes it to create an interesting professional video. Alright, here I am inside the Doodly software, which is available for Mac and PC. You'll notice that you can choose the style of your video, selecting from whiteboard, blackboard, greenboard, glassboard, and for more advanced users, you can even use a green screen. back the man in you, not because you need to, but because you will want to. Improve your weight room and bedroom performance with the all-new VasoFlux for Men natural dietary supplement. This unique blend of barks, roots, herbs, and vitamins is nature's way of keeping you in the game. And all for under $10. You can order yours today. Visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today.
Speaking of T.I. Tip, real situation. And like, this the thing. You won't see when Zeno get going off and talk about funk. He say a lot of things. The Zeno my nigga. I mean, personally acquainted with my nigga. But Cuz made this video. You know, we keep it facts over feelings and we keep it Google around here. Cuz make this video, you gonna see. He said he wants it to get out, he wants it to get around. He said he please want people to share it. So I'm gonna do him a favor in that sense, but they gonna listen to what he gotta say and just check it out. I wanna see how many times he contradict himself. Cause he's saying that Funk Flex going at T.I. is personal. So my thing is this. You feel like he's going at another man about something personal, why is you jumping in it? It's personal. Now you in it. But it sounds like
I want him in the backfield.
Not going hard on other individuals in the past that you had issues with. And, or talking about you didn't go hard on 50 when it was a rumor about 50 snitching. You're not talking about a rumor right here. I don't know where you was at, Benzino. He said, if T.I. told, who did he tell on? We're going to answer that question for you. Free Hosea Thomas. On my mama. Tell me if y'all can hear the side.
Derrick Henry is the ball carrier.
Check it out.
The 24-yard line. On 13
Y'all hear me?
brings us third and 8.
You ain't getting hot. He is not getting hot. Oh, I think he hurt. Oh, I think he hurt.
All right, we're going to pause it right there. Guessing and assuming. Well, I want to let you know your guess and your assumption is correct. Got a deal. He received leniency. Will cooperate.
Now we don't Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This shit happened years ago. The only reason you need to say something now is because of the situation with Buster and Chip going back. Flex, like, he's used this platform the wrong way. Meaning, you sit up in that little studio, gossiping like a whole cake. You should just be playing with you. Like,
see, he going personal now. He say Flex is up in the studio gossiping like a whole cake. And Zeno, my nigga,
pass interference, bro.
He return like whole cake. Later on in the video, he say he ain't got no beef with him. So if you cannot have a beef with an individual, and he also tell him STFU multiple times. I see y'all can't hear him well. Okay, he say multiple times, STFU, he spell it out. He also call him a whole cake, female. And he says no beef. So no beef, you know. If you want to use terms like, okay, God, it's multiple reality shows, God, going out like a whole cake, God. And just because I be trying not to judge and not be the one, I be still sitting there chilling for you, God. But you let
shit, I didn't realize I hiked the wall. I'm not even paying attention.
That has your nose up her ass, God. Long after your partner, you already know your house smashed. That's whole cake. That's super whole cake. I remember you was ready to beefing cuz over the reason. But I don't know how you gonna call cuz okay. And I'm not defending him, but you running to the defense of a fucking rat. You say who he tell on? You know what a prosecution witness is in a murder case? Yeah, that's what your boy Tim.
To the fucking dirt.
And you talking about it happened a long time ago. So what? He keeps
His quarterback got tired, red hot after one sack.
There's too many opinions going around when he started off.
That's crazy.
Then he say he just want to add his opinion. If it's already too many opinions, why would you clutter it with your opinion? Guess what? I got an opinion on this. I ain't gonna speak my opinion. I'm just gonna speak the fact. Okay, you been going out on like a whole cake on reality TV for the last week. You said who tell on. The fact is, not my opinion, the fact is he told on Hosea Thomas. You said, why is he not hollering about tiptoe on me? You know, people are in prison right now because they got told on and they not going out their way to make videos or make it public and make it be known. How you know he's not working real hard on appeal? And it wouldn't help his case to be making a public cry and making a fun. You don't know what he's going on, but because a person that actually got stretched out, you know you can be making videos and get caught with witness tampering, intimidation, all type of shit. Once a dude get on the stand against you, and you basically buried alive, and you got any hope of actually getting out, you got to be real careful how you address him public. Especially when you see him get caught with a whole arsenal on fair parole and only do a year. Then, Benzino defending this commercial like he was doing it to the civilians and not to the gangsters, like your message can land in different ears. I just seen this nigga on a voting commercial. So who was he talking to on that commercial? So when voting don't turn out well, is he gonna say, right, listen to me? They put him on these commercials because of his influence. And when he get up there and say, my name is Tip and I can tell y'all about another Tip, they don't give a care. That's what happened. He got caught up. He was up against it, and them people squeezed him, put the squeeze on him until he cooperated and utilized his influence to have an opposite effect that he had pledged that he wanted it to be. Cuz is the one that keep you talking about the street code dead and all that. Tell Cuz that, because he the one that say he go by the G code. Ain't nobody imposing that on him. He the one hollering G code. So if he go by the G code, you talking about, you said, Funk Flex ain't never been in none street, ain't gonna never be in none street. Jam Master J died in the studio. You say Funk Flex dead in the studio. Tupac got shot in the studio. Oh, my mama, like it can't go down in the studio. Adam got robbed in this studio for no jumper. But I know something about some gangsters. I know something about some street shit. And how do you beef? This is what you're saying. This is what you defend it. How do you beef or support a funk with
Yo, that's bullshit. That is horrible. The angle is horrible, man. That is bullshit, man.
Here's the support in the club that
dog, that is bullshit.
His side, his crew.
Look at the angle that they took on that shit.
Then they get down the road. And the cat get funked. This period, point blank, it get funky. The boy take a major L. You see in the intern, he get caught up purchasing an arsenal, trying to stick to the G code. Where does a man of integrity, a man of character, a man of the G code, a man that stands for anything, after he takes all these steps, how does he end up on the stand for the prosecution in a murder trial? There's two teams in there, Zeno.
Oh.
Damn, cuz. Got to be careful, bro. Who you out here putting your character on the line, bro? You obviously got something personal with Funk Flex. Whether he got something personal with T.I. or not, he didn't lie on him. He didn't mischaracterize him. Chestnut checkers. You might think it's old, and you might think he should have said something a long time ago. You don't know why he chose to play his card right now. But you jumping out of left field, all emotional, ain't saying nothing, a bunch of contradictions, God. You should have left that one alone. Oh, my mama.
First down, Jacksonville.
I remember when Cub was on the stand. You ask who he told on, once again, I'm going to let you know. Jose Thomas, I seen with my own eyes. He got it removed from the internet. Why do you think he won't upload that testimony?
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
Oh, my mama. All platforms tap in. The little word, sticky shit. Every time he lit his big, politicking with his clique, trying to hit the biggest lick. Problem with the hood, we gon' have to see to that. It was Baby Jinx, Tiny D, me and Black. To be from EC, can't explain how it felt to me. Lil BT nicknamed himself Looney. With big wine on the 5, getting hella faded. Heard the nigga ain't survived, so we celebrated. On a mission with the homies, or if by my lonely. Niggas know me, always got the pistol on me. Shot his way on the set, they ain't quote him on. Never lied, every lyric you can quote him on. Diamond shines, rhyming with my rollie on. Money long, kinda like a Coleon. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove. Now niggas only know about the soap. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove. I remember. Mama, some shit you just can't forget. Like some of the young niggas used to claim to sit. Same time, some of the homies used to bang young. To this day, me and Herb trade the same guns. East side, niggas know about that 7 gang. Listen to the San Pedro, sold up on everything. You ain't heard, 93rd to the sin. Ain't nothing new, neighborhood, this what it been. All the Sherm homies hitting in the hood. Fuck the function off soon to get to getting good. Party ain't a party without a little drama. In the parking lot, hollering at Lil Mama. Say my name next to Johnny Ray, Baby Trae. Soul 1 and 2, Big Snake from 88. For death though, I die for, I surrender. Shit was evil on the east side, I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove. Now niggas only know about the soap. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove. I remember.
Baymax business.
You got a queerdo alert. There is a queerdo in the chat. Look this queerdo. No, this comes with Atlanta and run down on talking about it every day. For one, I ain't no gangster. Never have been. It's the crib. For two, I don't know what you consider a good look. 3, I don't talk about it every day. But 4, you missing the whole point. How the is you gonna come run down on a cat that when it get funky gonna end up on the stand for the prosecution, you goofball? You are a queerdo. Come to Atlanta and run it down.
Tannehill's pass complete to
Imagine that.
Smith.
Imagine
A
that.
gain of 10 brings
Cut
up
cooperate
3rd
with
and
the district
4.
attorney, cuz. That's what happened at the end of his beats. When it pop with him and it get bad, he be on the stand talking about that night we had. I ain't going out like that, you queerdo. But starring you, let me say your name too, because you the real queerdo. Greg Wade. Oh my mama.
Thanks for letting that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPR, spotter low. You know I'm in the black box. I had to come through, tap in, and show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe.
You can't with the Godbuster ride.
Oh, he held that. Come on. Oh man, they hold on and shit.
What if I was born white instead of black? Would Caucasians still talk shit behind my back? Would I jack a pistol or ever sell crack? Attack an enemy or walk laps around the track? How would I act if one time cut me extra slack? Would I still blow my dough or be disciplined and stack? I wonder what type of roof would I live under? My mom and pop yeah, you or my family asunder. Most likely be close to the ones that's most likely. Spiky flat tops that dislike Spike Lee. The fact of the matter, the blacker the batter. The fatter the penis with that yak in the bladder. Would I be humble, but still wild and ready to rumble? Crumble chronic and guzzle yak till I stumble. If an if was a fifth, I could knock it down swift. And that ain't an if or a myth. But what if, what if?
Let me go. Yeah, we gonna hit him. We gonna hit the little man.
What if Pop would have never copped that house for sale? And instead bought one with a Damu's 12. I can tell, I just know myself too well. I be still banged out, giving keyways hell. When I fail, with the big homies coming post bail. And Michelle, will she still be in the Northvale or my mail? Would I still prevail in them shootouts and love to smell the disco? I bet I
just need a one crack back.
Squad, they can't stand to see the homies on the way. Whacked out, looped up so much he blacked out. Would I ride in the county jail rider, swacked out? Hit the blood module or walk the main line? Claim mine with tattoos, throwing up gang signs. What if Pop would have never fell in love with a Glock? We still had these thugs that bang and no block. What if? Robbing, kill, fornicate, thieve. I believe it'd be perfect with no purpose to grieve. Some say that I'm a dreamer and a little bit naive. What if I didn't have such a gorgeous gift? Would I have to lift boxes on the graveyard shift? Would the war be so wicked with war? Would niggas get to hang real out there before? If Bin Laden had a bed rotten, still hot and plotting. Oh my God, know this modern day Sodden. Not in a million years could we predict the pleasure if a man didn't think with his dick. Perhaps we be living in a world without straps, claps and kidnaps, no gangster raps. And that's the only thing that make me think twice about it being switched, cause I do it so nice. What if?
Out of bounds. Out of bounds. He didn't get close.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Hey, where is that? I got it. Who got it? Oh,
I've been through a few storms, but I always knew Emmanuel would see me through. He always do. It get more hard to cry every day go by. I ain't gonna lie, that's why I stay so high. I'm an artist, working at perfecting his pictures. Drinking liquor when I should be searching the scriptures. I keep a long comb. I ain't trying to get my dome blown while I get my dome blown. I was homegrown. Mama may have and Papa may got. But I'm a man, I can't just stay at face spot. You sitting on your ass, saying you wishing you had it. I'm at my kid's school paying tuition. They say it takes a village to raise them from a knee high.
oh, how did you not get in there?
The best angel investing opportunities of 2020. In 2012, there was a loophole that got changed in the Jobs Act that opened the door for anybody to invest in early-stage startups. If you had put $1,000 in Spotify.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of Vasolflux and Vasolflux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you eat pizza, dairy fish, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaques from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries.
Of a fool. Eating got stirred up, man. It all stemmed from Big Worm going bad on Dave East on the Uncensored Truth podcast. For some reason, he was motivated. Shout out to all my Harlem Crips. He was motivated to go bad on Dave East, whatever it is. And
I was trying to light him
his
up.
commentary on going bad on Dave East. Because, like, he mentioned, MC8 had did some recent work with Dave East. So, in his chess game, Cuz spoke on MC8, giving Cuz more props than he even deserved. He made some commentary damn. He said whatever he had to say about Dave East that was negative. And then his commentary about MC8 I was surprised to see MC8 with Dave East, being that he's such an original, solid, whatever. Crip, he couldn't believe that he stamped Dave East, and he suggested that, he must have did that just for you. Which, when I heard that, I didn't really feel or think or see anything offensive about that toward MC8. He was definitely offensive toward Dave East, and his commentary that mentioned MC8 was totally different from what the commentary on 8 was. He was basically putting their characters in contrast and saying that 8 was a real one and Dave East wasn't, and he was surprised to see such a real one standing next to such a fake one. That's what he said. So I was kind of shocked when MC8 got real defensive. One, I don't even know MC8 for being on the internet, doing a lot of responding to things, every little tidbit somebody say about him. And that didn't seem offensive enough to make him come out his character. But it's crazy because his boy Chill spoke up on it and was trying to say, look like people doing some podcast views. But it seemed like to me that MC8 motivation responding was to get some podcast views or some internet presence or to keep his name going. He's been doing the circuit a little bit with interviews taking too. So Chill jumped in it. He first of all, he threatened Big Worm to stay out of Crip business. Last warning. So the last warning has been given already, right? But Big Worm ain't stayed out of no Crip business. So just recently, what done happened was I can't. This how's coming to my DM, y'all. On my mama, y'all. I'm not scrolling and seeing these titles, clicking on, keeping up. It's kind of my DM. People check this out, check this out. So I'm trying to think of the progression. So the next thing I seen was another clip. Faison Love speaking on the subject again. And he was discussing something that 8 said on the subject. And I didn't see 8, whatever 8 said, but I just knew Faison Love was like, yeah, 8 left out the G because the G ain't in you. It ain't in you. Blah, da, 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 da. I'm like, damn. And that's, you know what? That is one of the coldest diss lines, in my opinion, ever. EIHT. Now, shit, I could tell you, left out the G because the G ain't in you. I say that because, whenever 8 decided to spell his name without the G, what made you do that? Yeah, so whoever wrote that rap, if it was quick or somebody wrote it for him, whoever picked that out, made it a lyric, that was genius on my mama. But anyway, this just blow my mind, made me feel crazy. I be trying to be nice. I see why you used to sit just be yourself, Spider. Cuz used to seem so nice and alone with everybody. I used to suggest to Cuz, cuz I need to be more like that, cuz be like, nah, it's y'all, you just gotta do you. But I came out on my first mixtape, Bangadocious. I had a line said, I was born in Compton with an MC's fate. Get more love from track news than MCA. With a CPT like a CC rider, but this ECC, I'm the BG spot. I said that because I was aware of things about MCA character that made it. I knew he wasn't nobody to respect in the streets, so I felt comfortable saying that. However, through the years, being in the game, hitting a lot of the same corners, knowing a lot of his homies, and having one of his homies in particular who has a passion for music and industry and a love for Aiden, always wanted Aiden to be more of a homie than he was. It was Pop, my homie Pop, shout out Pop. I fell in a line of respect, and at some point I approached Aiden at a function and kind of cleared up the fact that I had shit on him like that, and admitted that it was unnecessary for me to say that. And so since then, I have carried myself a lot more responsible when discussing Aiden, being respectful. On the Illiterate Project, I got a song called Understood, and I actually say, I'm in Track Newport getting high with AWAC. So me trying to be nice, extend my hand of love on some G shit to niggas who probably don't deserve it. And I did it anyway, just to be politically cool and just, show love. But then, cuz, now the nigga Flavon Love jump out of nowhere and say that the boy 8 is a rat. So I'm like, huh? He said that on one video. Then somebody sent another video. He started naming who he told on. So apparently, y'all, it's a big deal. D-boy from Chicago. What's cuz name? Hold up. Like his name is Tim Hill, I think, but I'm gonna make sure because I ain't gonna misquote this shit. Oh my mama. My bad. Let me find that name real quick. It's cuz it's like a legendary ass nigga. And it's crazy. Nate Hill by the Chicago, multi-million-dollar nigga from the ground up. And he allegedly gave 8 like 100,000 or something for a movie. And then he was under charges, facing federal charges at a grand jury indictment. And y'all know when you're a kingpin, you're facing kingpin type charges. Being able to afford certain things is what the federal government would like to prove against you, where you spent money and how much money you had. And it was on MC8. He testified before the grand jury that this man had 100,000 just to give him for a project. Blew my muff. And then it puts in light. Somebody also put in my DM an interview where they was asking his thoughts on Takuchi being a rat, and how he was like very lenient when it came to like judging Takuchi and talking about. But it's also ironic how he put his foot in his mouth, because he talk about niggas who snitch being busters and ain't been solid. My mama, I've been known, cuz I ain't got no, I just ain't no hater, cuz. So when I see out of towners, other people in the world give MC8 this gangsta ass reputation, credit, props, I don't ever chisel into it. I let it be because I know it's based on the AWAC's character. I learned that being around New York niggas in the early 2000s. It's like Minister Society to them was their Bible of understanding our way of life. I used to be on tour with New York niggas, and they would quote a line from Minister Society or Boys in the Hood at least 2-3 times a day, just clowning, joking, being friendly with me, for being West Coast, relating to me. Those lines in the movies was like their idea of who we were and who we was. And because of A role in it, he was that nigga to him. You see, like, Lloyd Banks probably can't quote one MC8 line.
But even in his music, on a popular song, you ain't gotta go all the way to Compton to get your MCA. All that's established off that movie, cuz. And just for the whole area, I was born and raised in the same neighborhood that MCA from, so I was just proud of the shine for the area. I didn't feel like it was my business. Start knocking it down. That's one for the whole section. Because there's a federal cooperator that sat on the stand on the behalf of the prosecution and provided testimony that led to aid in the conviction of a real one. Shout out, cuz. That blew my mind. EIHT. Should I continue? Left out the G because the G ain't in you. So now, where do we put MCA now, y'all? Oh, my mama, it's like,
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
I just had to get that out one time. Y'all already know, but I don't know about these cats. I'm a little different when it comes to SPI. Oh, my mama.
When you see I'm on free, drinking straight up out the bottle, and I'm blowing.
Ain't been solid. You know, my mama. I've been known, cuz I ain't got no, I just ain't no hater, cuz. So when I see out of towners, other people in the world give MCA this gangsta ass reputation, credit, props, I don't ever chisel into it. I let it be because I know it's based on the AWACS character. I learned that being around New York niggas in the early 2000s. It's like Minister Society to them was their Bible of understanding our way of life. I used to be on tour with New York niggas, and they would quote a line from Minister Society or Boys in the Hood at least 2-3 times a day, just clowning, joking, you know, being friendly with me, being West Coast related to me. Those lines in the movies was like their idea of who we were and who we was, and because of A role in it, he was that nigga to him. You see, like, you know, Lloyd Banks probably can't quote one MCA line, but even in his music, on a popular song, you ain't gotta go all the way to Compton to get your MCA. All that's established off the movie, and just for the whole area, I was born and raised in the same neighborhood that MCA from, so I was just proud of the shine for the area. I didn't feel like it was my business. Start knocking it down. That's one for the whole section. Because there's a federal cooperator that sat on the stand on the behalf of the prosecution and provided testimony that led to aid in the conviction of a real one. Shout out, cuz. That blew my mind. EIHT. Should I continue? Left out the G because the G ain't in you. So now, where do we put MCA now, y'all? Oh, my mama, it's like,
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
I just had to get that out one time. Y'all already know, but I don't know about these cats. I'm a little different when it comes to SPI. Oh, my mama.
When you see I'm on free, drinking straight up out the bottle, and I'm blowing on that bomb. Weed is green as avocado. I'm a G out here, I swear. Nigga, I'm a G out here. Nigga, I'm a G out here, I swear. I'm a G out here. I'm the crookedest criminal, the craft is crazy. Got a crush on the chronic, so my laugh is lazy. I was born out of wedlock, the bastard baby, and just maybe the pain from my past will pay me. I'm Swayze, nothing like Patrick though. I got drama in my life, it ain't theatrical. I'm just a G, nothing like these busters be. Sticking to the script is a must for me. I blew trial once, plus the plea. That's why I spent so many months locked in custody. Me and my unit feel like what's for we, and it's true. We do anything for us to eat. Yak growing tobacco, I love Newports. Riding apple birth my boss, I love New York. Y'all talking like hoes, must be my year. I'm sincere when I say I'm a G out here. I'm on free, drinking straight up out the bottle, and I'm blowing on that bomb. Weed is green as avocado. I'm a G out here, I swear. Nigga, I'm a G out here. Nigga, I'm a G out here, I swear. I'm a G
I might poured on the 3-yard when I was 18, coast banging, done seen what these cowards ain't seen. I went mainstream, but I kept to my roots. I done rolled with the red team and slept in my boots. Where it wasn't where I'm from, it was all about my race and crack. I take flight, forget all about my case. I'm a rider. I'ma get down with the cause, and when it crack, I'ma get down with the laws. I'm focused. It ain't like I can't die, but I'm the locust LA rapper. I can't lie. Wanna test that fact? I doubt it. Yes, that yak got off of Philly and I blessed that track. No need to question it. Yes, that sack was filled with bomb kill and I popped that pill. I dream about heaven, talk all about hell. And I claim not sin, but I'm all about man. See me, I'm all free, drinking straight.